MegaJeff here again with some new releases, at least new to me, keeping up with releases, basically. Something the other day, and I don't even recall what it was, something the other day reminded me of a release that had come out, and I thought, you know, those things don't tend to be around for very long, so if I don't go check it out, I probably might miss out. And I'm talking about releases on Rat Pack Records. Rat Pack Records, I mean, they put out some great stuff, but when they're gone, they jacked up the prices, go crazy when people try to resell them, because they tend to be fairly limited. So something somebody showed, something brought to mind, to remembrance, that Doug Pinnick had a new album out, and I realized now it was 2024, so it's, I just thought it was like recently, like a couple months ago. Maybe it came out earlier this year. It's dated 2024. Thingamajigger. I knew this was out. I just had not acted on it. And I'm thinking, you know, I better jump on that before it's gone. Of course, Doug Pinnick, singer, bass player for King's X. He's done a lot of other projects for different, you know, he's done a lot, been involved in a lot of other projects. But he's best known for King's X. This is his first album since the Joyride album, which was also on Rat Pack Records in 2021. And then in between there was a new King's X album. After many years of silence, we got a new King's X album. So this is a new one in 3 years. And, you know, so if you're familiar with his stuff, it tends to be, I mean, it's not so much King's X-y. It is definitely a change in sound. I've listened to this a couple times, and it's, you know, very reminiscent of the kind of stuff he does. There's one song on here which stood out, and I guess maybe it's just one of those things you hear and you consider. But second song on the first side, called Keep On Going, speaks of, you know, when you're going through hell, keep on going till you get to the other side. So it's kind of a cool motivational song that when things get tough, push forward, don't let it beat you down, push forward until you get past it. And as they say, you know, if it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. Don't let it kill you, let it make you stronger. But that's not what he says in the song, but that is just kind of the general idea. So it kind of struck me, you know, that's true. When things are really tough, you got to keep your chin up and go through and push through. Anyway, so these come with these cards that are signed. Not, you know, if you buy a certain amount of the ones that first batches or whatever tend to do that. Yeah, pretty, you know, so it ends up being, I was glad I got it before it's gone. I try to keep up. I have pretty much most of the things that Doug has been involved in, the KXM band, the Pinnick, and you know, all the different projects he's done, I try to keep up with them. But his solo albums, for sure. So I went over there and grabbed that. And while I was there, I realized, you know, I'd heard about this, but I went ahead and grabbed it. And that's the Whip album, Whip Volume 1. This is Michael Wilton from Queensryche. Now, it doesn't sound anything like Queensryche. Totally different, you know, vibe, of course. So this is the guitar player going off on his own. And, you know, it's got a whole new singer, and, you know, it's a whole band project. But this comes with an autographed card, too. This is what the cover looks like. So I went ahead and grabbed that. I'm a big Queensryche fan. This is, like I said, very different. I've given it a couple listens. Maybe it'll grow on me. It's definitely like a modern metal type feel. At times, the vocalist just kind of sounds the same. I don't know. I'm not getting right. It just hasn't struck me. I need to listen to it some more. But upon the first couple listens, it's okay. It's okay, but it hasn't really jumped out as being, you know, whatever. I need to give it some more listens. But I went ahead and picked that up because, again, these things don't last long. And then I went ahead and I'd heard a video from this album the other day, and I thought, that actually sounds pretty good. And then I kind of forgot about it. And then I went over there to buy these, and I thought, you know, the Ellefson Soto project. I heard the Shout, was it Shout, right? Yeah, the Shout song. They had posted a video for that like a couple weeks ago, and I thought, I kind of dig that. Now, I'm a big Jeff Scott Soto fan. I like his vocal styles. I've got quite a few albums with him on them. I try to pick up stuff that he's got because I like him. Dave Ellefson, of course, from Megadeth's fame. He's done projects before, some of which I like, some of which I don't. You know, he does sing a little on here, but for the most part, he's laying down the heavy bass there. Jeff Scott Soto, though, I really appreciate his vocals, and so I do pick up projects that he has done, and this is one of them. And again, this came with a little flat that's got their signature on it. So I will say that they have a couple different color variants. This has got to be one of my favorite. One side of this has got to be one of my favorite color of vinyls. Look at that. What does it call this? Sun flare. That is such a cool color. The backside is a little different, but that just really struck me as great. It sounds okay. I mean, color vinyl is hit or miss as far as whether you're going to get some surface noise. There is some surface noise. If there was a black option for this, I probably would have went with that. I don't think there was. There was this and another splattery kind of color. But overall, it's a really good album. Again, modern. It's got some, it's very melodic because of Jeff's vocals. But yeah, I really dug this, and I thought, this is great. Some pretty great stuff. Then I realized, this is 2020. I think this just came out 2025. But then I'd realized when I went to the page that they had a previous album in 2022 that I remember hearing about it, but I don't think I ever acted on it. And now it's a little harder to find. I don't think they had it on the Rat Pack side. So I went looking for it, and my buddies over at Animated Insanity had a copy. So if you're not familiar with them, they're one of the stores I go to. They get stuff in, and sometimes you can find the hard to find stuff over there because they may still have a copy. So they had Vacation in the Underworld, which is a 2022 Ellefson Soto album. So again, I was able to grab that. This one's kind of cool. It has all these songs, but then it comes with a download card that has 3 bonus tracks. So you get a little bonus there. This is on a bluish aqua splatter looking. Prettiness there. So yeah, so now, I have both of the releases by these guys. And so they are, some good stuff there. Good modern, hard rockin' metal type material. That and Rat Pack Records puts out quite a bit of things, and most of the things they put out I like. I just don't always have the ability to keep up with them. Now, what was surprising when I got my package is they had thrown in a free album, a compilation, Rat Pack Records 20th anniversary, and it comes with a sticker and a download card. It has some guitar picks. And a guitar pick. It's got the logo and stuff on it. And also, there was a keychain. It's got like a bottle opener on it. A bottle opener keychain with the Rat Pack, the cover from the album there. So, nice little throw in that I was not expecting. And it's got samples of, it's got songs on here. This is from 2024. So, it's got songs on here by bands that they've released. Lynch Mob, Projected is one I haven't heard of. Metal Church, Todd LaTorre, the Ellefson Soto, Roxanne. I didn't realize they had done a Roxanne release, but I talked about them recently. KXM, which is the George Lynch and Doug Pinnick, of course. The Anthony Gomes, he's that blues guy who's been tearing it up. Jeff LaBar, they put an album out by him. He's passed away from Cinderella. Ty Tabor, also from King's X. They put a song on there from an album that I totally missed on Rat Pack, and it's more of a compilation, and I kind of wish I could find it, but Alien Beans slipped right past me. I'm a big Ty Tabor fan, and I missed out on that. And then Todd Michael Hall, of course, the singer for Riot 5. I have picked up his stuff, and I think he might even have a new album out over there that I have. Yeah, the one with the train on it. Is that from the train? And I have not picked that album up. Nope, that's from Sonic Healing, which I do have. So there is another Rat Pack record over there, but it seems like it's a fairly new one, and I just didn't jump on that yet. So I'll eventually catch up. But fun stuff. A free record is always appreciated. So yeah, keeping up with the pack, as they say. Keeping up in this case with the Rat Pack. So are you familiar with any of these releases? What do you think? And are you buying this kind of stuff? Because this is the kind of modern music from bands of yesteryear that I still try to keep up with. These guys are still putting out some quality music. That's it for this one. Thanks a lot for watching. Rock on and rock on.